Absolutely I do.
Alright. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm unbelievably stoked.
Alright, so this game is a game between my two friends. And basically they just kind of wanted me to give them advice. Because they just started playing like, I think 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Ow. And I don't know why they keep picking maps like these. I mean, wasn't this like a season 2 map? Because I remember it got taken out a long time ago. And they always pick like
This
the most
was
random
a
maps.
season 1 map
Oh.
that got taken out for season 2 because it was really, really bad.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, I gotta put on your camera. Your how do I? Oh! Awkward. Okay. So, uh, I'm the host, so I can't
Yeah.
put it on your. Oh.
Yeah, you can. You should be able to.
Mm,
Under view, everyone.
no, it's not there.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, that's really lame.
Whatever, you do it. Go
Okay.
ahead. Oh, good. Looking at that overlord flying in a circle instead of scouting. First tip.
I know, he always does that. And then
That
like his
overlord?
APM, yeah, and then his APM gets up to like 300 in the beginning of the game because all he does is try to move his overlord around.
Hey, you. A really, really critical thing about playing Zerg is you need to not. You need to spam. You need to spam buttons at the start of the game, but not your overlord. You need to be spamming like SD on your on your hatch. Because while Terran and Protoss queue up their building, Zerg's early game is as strong as it is because they're able to queue up more than one worker at a time, like right from the get-go. They need to be. Or somebody else in here? What?
Oh no, that's just a chat from the game. You can ignore it. I was
Ah,
just making fun of them because they kept using League of Legends terms, like they called cannons turrets, and then like he said, yeah, I want to buy some drones. I was just making fun of them for that. So you can ignore it.
yeah. What was I saying?
Spamming buttons.
Okay, yeah. Zerg needs to spam buttons because their economy early game is really really strong because Terran has the worst early game economy. Like right from the start, Terran is the worst because they have to give up units to build buildings for the entire duration. Um, while that supply is still taken up by the unit, so that's just really shitty. Zerg they sack a unit for a building, but they free up that supply backing that unit. Protoss just like walk up, touch the sky, and a building falls out of the air. Really nice.
I like
But
your description.
Zerg is able to build multiple workers at once, and that's their big push at the start of the game. So as soon as you hit 50 minerals, queue up that next worker. You're I mean, the quicker it gets out, the quicker you get money, the quicker you get your overlord, the quicker you get your pool, the quicker you win the game. So you need to be Zerg needs to spam buttons at the start of the game, but it needs to be um, making drones. As for that supply or that spawning pool placement, sorry, that's really bad. Don't put buildings unless you're Terran and you can lower your supply depots. Don't put buildings in between your hatch and your gas. That's for the other team or the other player. Sorry, I always put an engineering bay there because people hate me for it. But you seem to have done that yourself, so don't do that. As for the Terran player, what is happening over here? You have your barracks down, and you have like 3 Marines out, so you've had plenty of time. Your barracks has been up for a while.
Yeah, look at
So
his bank.
his bank's pretty high. He can immediately cut that in half by
Yeah.
creating an orbital. Or you could expand right now. Terran, are they watching right now?
Um, I will check.
Whatever, they'll get the VODs. It's cool.
Yeah.
Terran, Terran economy is really, really easy to understand. The lower your money is, the more tangible things you have on the field.
Yeah, he's watching right now. He
Okay,
just sent me a
perfect.
message.
The less money you have in the bank, the more you have on the field, and ultimately that's what will win you the game. So as a Terran, the rules for money are really, really simple. 0 minerals and 0 gas is the perfect amount to have at all times, because that means you have absolutely everything you've collected on the field in tangible units. Um, as of right now, you haven't dropped below 200 minerals at all, and that's really, really bad, especially this early in the game. Um, I mean, this is very much non-standard.
Yeah, it's Bronze League. They've only been playing for 2 weeks. Nothing is standard.
That's okay. There's a lot of really, really simple builds that you can learn. In fact, I just taught one of our Terrans today. The safest macro-centric expand. You can hold off pretty much anything with it. It's a little bit of micro if you get hit by a good 4-gate or something, but if you can hold it your way ahead. As for this non-standardness, I have no comment really, other than spend your money. Like with that 700, you could be putting down more racks. You could be putting down another CC. You could be putting down supply depots.
Right
yeah, like 800 minerals is enough to do a lot. Like you could make 2 command centers with that, and now you can make 2 command centers a supply depot, and that's a lot of supply. That's a lot of workers you can create. That's a lot of bases you can take. There's just a lot you can do with that money, and as a Terran, you need to spend your money as efficiently and as quickly as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think the problem is that this guy Railgun, he's scared to expand because he's afraid of the Zerglings and Banelings just kind of running in and killing everything. So that's why I think he was really hesitant to expand, and like he usually doesn't expand until like mid or late game, which is really bad. So I don't know. Do you have any advice for that since you play Terran? Like
Advice? None that I can really like tweak this game with. This game's pretty off.
yeah.
But I mean, if he wants some help, I can teach him the one rack's fast expand. Sorry, really simple build. You start the game, and most efficient way to do it is get up to 9 supply, rally your worker to the ramp. Once that worker pops out, reset your rally to your minerals and keep producing workers. Once that worker hits the ramp, you should hit exactly 100 minerals. Throw down your first supply depot at the ramp. You know to wall off, and your wall is good. What is happening? Don't dance with them, shoot them. Terran supremacy. That one Ling is gonna go hero mode and kill that Marauder. Oh my god, yes!
That hero Zergling.
Oh my god, dude, this Zergling is gonna get another kill. Yes! Dude, okay. That's the best thing I've seen today. Oh my god. Anyway, if he wants to sit down, I can show him that build. It's really simple, and it's if you need to focus on one thing, like this game coming at StarCraft fresh can be really confusing and kind of scary because you don't know what's going on, and with people throwing information at you a lot, there's a lot of information that's going to come at you from a lot of sources. If I could recommend one thing, it really doesn't matter what you do. You can to probably Gold League by just having like no money in the bank. If you can macro well enough to spend all of your money, your play will improve. You'll find that you have a lot more units a lot earlier. It's just gonna get better for you if you can spend your money efficiently. This Zerg right now has too much money. Like, usually Zergs a lot of minerals because the Zerg armies tend to be very they don't tend to be cost efficient in that they trade out very quickly, so they have to rebuild their army. The Zerg tend to float a lot of money because if their army dies, they can instantly replenish it. This is a little early. Be floating 2,500 minerals, like 13 minutes is a little bit early. Like you should probably have the Zerg probably should have pushed with something, like made a big push by now. He does have a Baneling nest. He's had one for quite a while, but he has 3 gas. He could have a lot of Banelings out, and he could be trying to bust the wall. Probably 10 Banelings break that wall down. With the units that you have, you probably could have won the game right here. It's a lot of Zerglings, and he's only got 2, 3. How many Hellions? Actually, that's a lot of Hellions. Holy shit! This army composition not ideal again. It's been a lot of prosing with Bio versus Zerg. Bio being Marauder, Marine, medevac support, and one more unit. Usually tanks against Zerg, but Marines simply have more DPS output than Marauders, and if you can move backwards fast enough, you should be able to save yourself from Banelings. There we go, Banelings. Yes. Wow, 1/1 upgrades for that Zerg. Well done, sir. That's another thing. Oh yeah, never get armor first. Like, there is absolutely no reason to get infantry armor first. Ever.
That's a lot of Banelings.
A lot of Banelings.
Oh, yeah.
17 Banelings. Bust the wall. Oh my god. Okay, just so you know, this is off. This command center landing is very, very much off.
Yeah, it definitely is. I did tell him to like turn on the build grid.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe he turned it off or it's just not helping.
No. The build grid is absolutely ideal.
Yeah.
Terran walls off a lot, and it's really, really helpful to know that your wall is going to suck. Because you can cancel it before it finishes, or in this case, you can land the command center properly. Because I think it might have actually been 2 units high.
Yeah, I think it was.
That's a bit fucking pain. That's a distance to travel for your SCVs. Gonna cut their mining time almost in half, actually. Or cut their efficiency of mining almost in half. That's a lot of Baneling. I'm excited for this.
That is a lot of Banelings. Wow. Wow. 30 Banelings.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say in that situation. It's just so many. I mean, people usually don't get that many, right? But
I don't know. I've seen some Zergs that like a lot of Banelings, and a lot of times if a lot of Terrans see this is built way too far away from the mineral line.
Yeah.
A lot of Terrans tend to fall off their micro pretty quick. Like spamming buttons and splitting your units and stuff is easy. For the Zerg, you need to set your rallies from all of your hatcheries to the same place, because 2 of your hatcheries aren't rallied, and you have a lot of Zerglings just kind of scattered all over. Okay.
oh, okay. This was after I told him to turn on the display build grid.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. Banelings are gay. If Zergs use them, flame them for being assholes, because they're not a nice unit. lot of Zerglings. You have 104 Zerglings. Usually, an army is composed of more than one type of unit. Really. But, you know, Zerg is Zerg. Let's see.
Well, I mean, he did get banelings, so that sort of counts as more than one. Oh, he's getting banelings. He's making 33 banelings. Holy crap.
Usually, like, for Zerg, they never really have to adapt to a Terran tech until, like, late in the mid game or into the late game. That's when super niche units, will come out. And when those super niche units do come out, wait, what am I saying? Yeah, okay. So you're free to pick a tech path. That tech should always depend on your scouting, like information and just information is the most important resource in this game. It's more
Well,
important
look
than
at how
minerals.
much information he has. All he sees is one tech lab.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Railgun at least sees 3 bases, but oh, this is gonna be gross.
Yeah.
The Raven PDD.
And then he starts throwing down all those birds. So in that situation, a Seeker Missile probably would have been a lot better.
Seeker Missile on the Banelings would have been awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
A PDD over the tanks would have done well too. Or does that only work for range?
I think it only works for
use
range.
Ravens. Okay, that makes sense.
And the game is over.
Yeah, so if we look at this end game, you don't have enough. Wow, the Zerg has a fuckload of money. And, like, almost an entire page drones sitting in the middle of the map for some reason. You gotta watch that. Your natural's undersaturated. Oh, it was all the drones from your main. Okay. Your natural's undersaturated. If that was your main, it's undersaturated. Your third is undersaturated, and your fourth is all of your bases can take more drones on the mineral line. What are we looking at here? Money. 10k minerals is a fuckload of money. As a Zerg, you should be looking, if you don't take a third before 5 minutes, you should be looking into attack. And yes, 3 bases at 5 minutes is pretty standard when your opponent opens with a fast expand. If you don't take that third within the first 5 minutes, then you should be looking for a tech. And when I say attack, it's unless it's like a crazy timing push, which you really shouldn't be worrying about in Bronze League. Worrying about doing, that is. You should be looking for something more tech than just Banelings. Like, yeah, you should be roaching or teching towards a Spire for some Mutalisks or some sort of mid to late game tech that's actually going to get you somewhere. Banelings are nice as an early attack or like a mid game surprise, but they don't really count as a tech path. So yeah, you do have a Roach Warren. I did see that really late. Like, you had your fourth before that Roach Warren came up. So do that sooner. Roaches are really good units. And if he leaves his wall down for like 2 seconds, you can burrow and walk right in. That's always surprising in the lower leagues. It's fun. Yeah, spend that money more. Like, you could, with that money, you could take every expansion on the map and still right. That's a lot of money. As for the Terran, you don't have enough production buildings. Not even close to enough production buildings. I know, I think one or two of them might have died, but with 3k minerals, you should have probably like 10 barracks, and I know that sounds like a lot, but 10 barracks is like suboptimal for 22 minutes and 3k bank. 10 barracks, like depending on how their lane count is, which is the only count in this game. So you should probably have more than one factory pumping out tanks. One starport's okay. You can always add on a second starport if you feel the need, but since he doesn't have any that attacks air, your medevac should never really be dying. So there's no need to have more than one of those. But yeah, definitely get a lot more barracks than what you have. Also probably some upgrades like 10 minutes ago. Be great. GG though.
How do you see what upgrades you got? Or do you have to?
You just back up. Yeah, he's got 1-1 right now.
Okay.
Against the Zerg. Against the Zerg, you should like there's a nice 10-minute picture to paint in your head. At 10 minutes against Zerg, if you're going biotank, the picture you should be looking for in your base is 2 engineering bays. Okay, let's just like looking at your main base. You should be looking at at least 3 barracks. It's really standard for 3. Try for more. You're looking at 1 factory, starport, both with add-ons, both pumping out units. Siege should be done. You're looking at 2 engineerings, both either almost done or like at least started with your 1-1, and a fully saturated base, as well as probably your natural almost saturated, especially if your opponent goes for the 3rd base. Again, information is the most important resource in StarCraft. Scans, lots of scans. Try to keep mobile. Drops are really effective, especially against players who don't know how to react super well. So a Bronze League Zerg wouldn't really know what to do if you dropped a medevac with the Marines behind the mineral line in his 3rd. He would probably panic and send his whole army there. Then you can drop 2 medevacs in his main and kill a bunch of tech structures, shut down some upgrades, kill a bunch of drones. You can do a lot with drops. That's probably Terran's best trait, is the ability to drop really easily. But yeah, you should like spend that money, man. If you can keep that money at 0, you can spend that money and keep it at 0. You're good to go.
Sindro, are you reading the chat right now?
No. Oh, Scythe is here.
Yeah. So Mark Narcotic, that guy. He's our Zerg player,
Okay.
and he I don't think he understands scout.
Okay. Scouting as a Zerg against Terran. I can't really provide a whole lot. I mean, I have a good amount of knowledge on like all of the matchups. I watch a lot of StarCraft, but I won't say anything because you could probably Team Liquid or Liquipedia and get some more detailed and more accurate information. But against a Terran, first of all, your first Overlord doesn't need to run around in circles. You can probably just rally that across the map. Most Zergs do. Send it straight across and sit it behind or beside your enemy's natural expansion. That's the easiest way to keep tabs on how many SCV, or like whether or not they've expanded, first of all, but if they've expanded, how many SCVs are saturated in the expansion. Where's yeah, you're probably looking at this in the right place. Just keep it close enough to see stuff that you can poke in and look, but don't let it die. It's totally unnecessary for it to die. But yeah, you just need to be looking for, well, I mean, Bronze League, I don't even know. Like, Bronze and Silver are really interesting times in a player's. There's a lot going on and none of it really makes sense. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Ideally, you'd be looking for an expansion timing, um, and the saturation on that expansion. If there's an expansion and it's highly saturated, you have the ability to take that third quick and drone up for a minute or two, which is plenty of time to make drones, and then make units. But if you see an expansion and it's undersaturated, then you should probably throw up some defenses and have some units out ready to go. And again, this map's fucking terrible. Don't practice this map. Don't play this map. Usually, on a good map that Dustin Browder didn't design, they have good spots to have your overlords hang out, and you can in and out and look at stuff. Especially do a Terran who's not watching their minimap. The only time they'll ever see your overlord peeking in and out of the base is if they happen to flukily be looking at that spot where it walks in. But yeah, so right now just look for expansion. Look for the expansion. If there's no expansion, be careful. Sit on 2 base and pick your tech, pick your roaches, or pick your mutalisks, or pick something, and go down that route. What? Which guy?
I think he's asking about the players.
The league before would. Where was I? I don't know. If he expands, you expand again. If he doesn't expand, be really careful and make units. But look for that tech. Like at 7 minutes, know what tech you're going. If he's really heavy into Marines, I wouldn't suggest mutas in Bronze League just because I'm gold. I don't know. I never really like coached bronze players before, let alone a Zerg. I've like helped them, but from this. I don't know. Do we have a Zerg? Because we could play a game.
What did you say?
Do we have anyone play Zerg? That's like at least chat.
I'm like silver level Zerg. Does that count?
Well, yes, maybe.
Let's see if there's anyone online.
Yeah, we'll check the groups because I would play a game and you could opposite.
Okay.
I'll play against the Zerg and I'll show you that 10-minute picture that you should be looking for.
Alright, I have not found anyone who plays Zerg.
Yo, are you looking for a 10-minute in general or 10-minute against Zerg?
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, you said a 10-minute picture for Terran, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, I can... If you want, I'll play you again, and then you can just go... Sorry. I can play you, and then you can just, like, go through whatever you do. If you want.
Yeah, that works. Sure, let's do that.
Alright. Yo, John, are you still there? Are you still watching? Let me know if you are.
Oh, Saigo's leaving. Bye,
He
Saigo.
left.
Oh, what a wench.
Yeah.
Later, Scythe.
Good night.
He's going to school at State. He's in Europe. He's European.
Oh,
European.
okay.
European.
Okay, yeah. So, the Terran player's still there. So he can be watching.
Leo.
Um, should I make the game, or do you want to make it?
I'll make it.
Okay.
Oh, gross, that was yum. Ah,
Oh,
fuck.
gross, that was yum.
I'll make you
Okay,
leader. Wait, what?
can- Oh, wait, that might have been why I couldn't make it. Okay, whatever. I'll just invite you guys.
Alright.
What map is pretty to look at? Oh, Hana. I like Ohana. Ohana's pretty.
Ohana is pretty. It's my favorite map. Because I play Protoss.
You should probably, you can watch as well, Mark, because probably, I mean, watching a Terran, do what he should be doing at the 10-minute mark is good to see, because knowing what you're up against is, again, that's information, all information.
I have a feeling if I play like shit again, Rice is just gonna torch me in another
Okay,
casting.
And be paying attention.
Yeah,
So
we're not going to be
switch
paying
to
attention
Zerg,
to you though.
Dylan.
Because, this one, we're focusing on Terran. So I'm not even going to look at what you're doing.
Zerg, Dylan, I want to scout a Zerg.
You want me to play Zerg?
What?
Do the normal Zerg thing expand, and then...
My macro Zerg is shit.
Just play
Holy
Zerg.
fuck, whatever. Okay, fine. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just gonna open the way you should open. I'm gonna chug this coffee because I sound.
Don't
like
want
I'm
me to play
half
Zerg?
asleep.
Okay. Rice, do you want to pull up? Never mind.
Hmm?
Pull up the standard opening off Team Liquid.
Standard
For
open.
him,
Alright.
for Zerg. Whoa. Yeah,
I'll
I'm gonna
pause it.
explain. I'm gonna explain what I'm doing while I'm gonna try to explain what I'm doing while I go through it.
Okay. What kind of opening do you want? Do you want like a Zergling opening? Roach? What do you want?
Just give me a standard early expand into Ling Muta.
Okay. CVT. Let's see. You want to go 14 hatch? I'll give you the rest of this. Alright.
Just link it to me in TS again.
Okay. Let's
He's
kind
got
of
dual
look at it.
monitors. You can run up on the other one.
There you go.
Dylan.
Oh, here it is.
SD. Win the game. Holy load time, Batman.
Hmm?
I'm stuck right now. I don't know about you.
I'm stuck too. Dylan, I have to go to bed this year, dude.
Wait, are you guys on the loading screen?
Yeah, we're still on the
Yeah.
live stream.
Because I'm in the lobby.
8 Blizzard, so much.
Oh shit.
Are you still in the lobby?
Nope.
Yeah, you are. No, what?
No, I just left.
Okay, let's go back.
Yeah, this always happens. That's why I didn't play with Darks in them today. Because the custom games were just being dumb.
I think it's the MLG maps.
Oh, is it?
Might be the MLG maps.
Then just
Do
pick
that.
like...
What MLG map?
Okay, just
Can
pick
pick
Pumpkin or
WCS.
something. Or... Okay.
WCS version. Would work. Man, I sound so tired right now.
Yay.
Oh, something, something else you should probably do is in the bottom. Did it just fucking? Did the game launch for you, Rice?
Yeah, it did.
Nice. Okay, something else you should probably do, both of you actually, is in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. The bottom left-hand corner of your screen is the like change the color of the teams button. Um, Click it once and it'll make you always green and your opponent's always red. Red is the easiest unless you have some crazy like different eyesight.
So like
Red
colorblind.
is yeah. Red's the easiest to see on the map. It'll once you get used to looking at your map a little more, it'll pop out.
What do you click?
In the bottom left, the handshake thing, the bottom button.
Oh, that's a handshake?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just some random icon. Like, I knew what it did, but I didn't realize it was a handshake until now.
Yeah, it's a handshake. It in Warcraft, like in Warcraft 3, it was more.
Oh shit! I already fucked up.
Okay, so I rallied. Once I hit, I'm never gonna stop SCV production. Once I hit,
I already fucked up so hard. My god.
shut up. Once I hit, I don't even know what I'm saying. See, I lost it already. Once I hit 9 supply, I rallied a command center to my ramp so that my SCV was there just in time to hit 100 minerals as I threw down that's supply depot. What I'm gonna do, I just missed an SCV by like 2 seconds. What I'm gonna do right now is called the 1 racks fast expand. Basically, as soon as this racks comes up, I'm cutting SCV production now because my racks finishes and I immediately go into an orbital. And as I hit about 250, 275, I'm going to throw an SCV into my natural. By doing that, I make sure that my expansion time is going to be like almost immediate. Okay, so, dude, early ling aggression is cool, I hear.
You didn't follow that build order, did you?
No, I fucked up from the very beginning.
So you 6 pooled?
Nope, 9.
Nice, dude. Here's how to play macro games. Don't play against fucking dumbass Protoss players that decide to 9 pool.
It was a 14 hatch. How did you fuck that up?
I read it as instead of 9 overlord, I read it as 9 pool.
How does that even happen?
Welcome to my world.
So that scouting overlord's gonna die. So Mark, if you're watching this, like I get that you don't want to send your scouting overlord straight into the base of your opponent because you know it's gonna die, but you're actually not supposed to send it straight into the base.
It's supposed to skirt the base.
Yeah, because honestly, if you like send it right here, it's obviously gonna die. But you pretty much you want to go around and just kind of be at the edge.
Wait, what the hell? Okay.
Isn't it better to make it into an orbital before you lift it up?
I'm really behind. I need to start mining off that base like right now.
Okay. Yeah, so John, something about orbital commands is that basically you wanna, okay, your first orbital command, you should make it at about 16, 17 supply. And then when you do make an orbital, like say you didn't go for a fast expand and you didn't build your command center here, and say you built your command center in here, then typically you would want to make it into an orbital command before you lift it up and fly it over here. Because then it has time to get a little bit more energy. So you can get mules faster, because mules are OP. And right now he's just switching the add-ons for the factory and the starport. Because this is a lot faster to build that reactor on the factory and then just switch it than to build a starport and then build the reactor on the starport. And so don't be afraid to expand, because if you get like a bunker, or like two if you're really scared, I guess, pretty much any link pressure, anything like that, you should be able to hold it off pretty well unless he gets like 200 zerglings. Then that may be a problem, but should be fine. Just make sure you get that bunker, because bunkers are OP. Because everything about Terran is OP. Drops are also OP. And then while he drops over here, he's dropping over here as well. Because most of the time in Bronze Lake, people just freak out and bring their entire army. And then when they do that, you're free to take the space.
They do that a lot.
Yeah.
In every league.
Why are you calling GG?
My whole Yukon was gone.
As soon as, like, yeah, I should have canceled that third. But yeah, no, that was really, like, drops. Drops are easy, bro. Drop it in 2 different locations at once, and it's as easy as queuing them up, because they're like just shift click shift D, and then you're good to go. Like, it's really easy to drop. That early aggression threw me off, so it put me behind a little bit.
Am I bad? No, like, my reading skills OP.
Okay, no, that, like, yeah, I mean, that was, as a Zerg, that was good on the Zerg to do. But you'll notice that I didn't deviate from my plan. And how long was that game?
11 minutes.
12 minutes? Yeah, almost 12.
I had almost everything. I had everything except for my second engineering bay done. what I was lacking was army because it put me behind. But as soon as I bunkered up, I knew that I could, like, the bunker doubles your ability to hold a push up your ramp. It's just awesome. But I didn't deviate. I kept making workers. And I still looking at pretty much what I explained before at 10 minutes.